My name remains Susan. I'm basically you on English language, and we'll be looking at the topic revising pronouns and their uses. Okay, we'll be looking at these objectives. We want to achieve this at the end of today's lesson. You should be able to define pronoun, to list its types, and identify pronouns in context. That is, if you find pronouns in a group of words, you'll be able to say that this is a pronoun or not. Now, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. The idea of a pronoun is that it replaces a word. It helps us to avoid repetition. Okay, that's a pronoun. And the types of pronoun will have the personal pronoun. What is a personal pronoun? A personal pronoun is that kind of pronoun that replaces the actual name of the objects or the persons. We have example, have I, she, he, her, him, me, you, they, and we have it and them. Example, Peter is so short that he cannot touch the window. He refers back to whom? Peter. Instead of saying Peter is so short that Peter cannot touch the window, we say Peter is so short that he. So by he, we have replaced the Peter with what? He. The other one is Ada is stingy that Ada is stingy but she's friendly. She replaces Ada. Instead of saying Ada is stingy but Ada is friendly, you replace the Ada with she. That way you avoid repetition. Number two, we have demonstrative pronouns. What are demonstrative pronouns? These are pronouns that point out nouns. Okay? They help to point out the particular noun I'm talking about. We have example, we have this, we have that, we have those, and these. These and that are used to point out, are actually singular. They are used to talk about singular items of singular persons, and then it is also used to talk about those items of persons that are very close to you. While those and these are plural, and they used to talk about things that are far or quite a distance away from the person who is talking. So they cannot be used to refer to both concrete and abstract items. So I'm talking about these incidents, okay? These incidents, okay? Or you say these thoughts, abstract. You can also say this book. So whether abstract or concrete, you use the demonstrative pronoun. Now, I'll have you know that demonstrative pronouns come before verbs and not before a noun. When the pronoun, got the same example you have for the pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, are the same example you have for demonstrative adjective. The difference is that the adjective precedes noun. You say this boy. When you say this boy, the this there is an adjective modifying the boy. But for pronoun, it comes before a verb. Example, we have these are the item. These are is the verb. But if you say these books are yours, because the pronoun is because the this is followed by a noun, it makes it an adjective and not a pronoun. So it has to stand alone. An example is this one also. I love that. I love that. There is no mention of what that is all about. Remember that a pronoun replaces a noun. So when you use these examples, this, that, those, or these, it will have to replace a noun. When the particular noun is mentioned, then it's no longer a pronoun, but what? An adjective. I hope you get that clear. Okay. Another example is the indefinite pronoun. The indefinite pronoun is used to talk about things that you don't want to mention. Okay? Example, have nobody, no one, everybody, somebody, others. Example, nobody knows the challenges I face there. Nobody. There's no particular person you are mentioning. Anybody. It could be me. Nobody means nobody. No name is mentioned. Okay, that nobody replaces all names. We have passed this to the others. Others will be Chiamaka, Chinelo, Audu, Musa, Imabong, others. Okay? Then we'll have the reflexive and intensive pronoun. The reflexive pronoun means bounces back on the subject. Example, these are used when the object and the subject or the verb describe or refers to the same person or thing. These pronouns end in self or selves. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, yourselves, themselves. Example, Peter blamed himself. So the himself here is the object, and the himself is also referring back to who? Peter. It's a reflexive pronoun. Blames himself for his poor performance. I told myself I can make it. Myself here is still the I. So it answers or it explains this that both the subject and the object refer to the same or refer back to the same person or thing. Another type is the intensive pronoun. So this adds a little more energy in order to emphasize the subject. The same example for reflexive pronoun is used, but just that in context, you know that this is just trying to re-emphasize for you to understand better that it is not just ordinary, but this thing once again. You yourself should take it. You yourself. There is an extra energy used. You yourself should take it. It is called intensive pronoun. Ben himself did it. Not just Ben, but Ben himself. When you say himself, you are trying to add a little more energy, a little more force, a little more emphasis. Now, it makes you not to look away from the Ben. I think it's come with a kind of surprise. Ben himself did it, not any other person. Another one is possessive pronoun. The possessive pronoun is used to indicate possession. Okay? They have a singular and a plural form. So we'll have, for example, the singular one is mine, while the plural one is our. Sorry, okay. These pronouns, like other pronouns, take the place of noun. Okay, we have examples. We have mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, theirs. These are possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns are these examples here. Okay, so we have mine or ours. Mine or ours. So mine will be singular, ours will be plural. Good. So this car is mine. This car is mine. That is yours. That is yours. So the yours there is replacing the person. The person is not named. When you say yours, we both know the person you are referring to. Okay? So this car is mine. Instead of mentioning your name here, you use the pronoun mine. Alright? So I decided to add some examples of possessive adjective so that you don't get confused. The adjective is your, while the pronoun is yours. Adjective is mine, my, while pronoun is mine. This can serve for both adjective and pronoun. Then for adjective we have her, while the pronoun is hers. But here the same thing occurs, both for the adjective and the pronoun you use his. Adjective is are, while the pronoun is ours. Adjective is their, pronoun is theirs. Okay, I'm sure at this point you actually are beginning, you are actually trying, have a grasp, a very solid grasp of what pronoun is all about. In summary, pronoun replaces a noun. It replaces a noun wherever it is found. Okay, so that is all about pronoun. Now we have the personal, demonstrative, the indefinite, the reflexive and the intensive. We have the positive pronoun. We also have the relative pronoun. I'm talking about that kind of pronoun by the next class. For example, I want you to give me 2 sentences. You submit it as soon as you resume. Okay, remember I resume very, very soon. Okay. 2 examples in sentence form of personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, indefinite, reflexive and intensive, and then possessive. So that means you have 2 here. So 3, 4, 5, okay. then 6. Altogether, I should be expecting 12 sentences. Remember, you should be submitting as soon as you come back. You already have an assignment to take home, so add this to it. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless you.